team playoff. There's talk about moving it to 8. There's talk about hesitancy to move to 8. I'd like to get your take on what we just witnessed and where you think we ought to be.
I would be opposed to 8 in any fashion. And we can't talk student-athlete welfare and extend the season any longer than we've got it. I think the BCS worked pretty well. I think our tournament that everybody is wanting to have all the time is our regular season. Our regular season in college football is extremely healthy and extremely important from week 1 through week 12, 13. I do think it was great for college football to have the 4. I thought our people, Michael Kelly and Bill Hancock, did a great job of managing that. It gave people more to talk about. They could still, at the end of the college season, argue over who they think really was the champion because TCU didn't get in it. But that's good. That's good for us. Let's talk about it in the summer. And then here we get ready to go again. So I was pleased with the outcome of the 4-team system.
Coach McNeil?
I feel the same way, David. I think for us, at the table, it's always about the kids and the student athletes. What's in the best interest of all student athletes and extending the game, extending the season. I'm definitely not for that, adding more games. I think whoever is in that game, I know TCU they were playing well, not in it, and I think it was Baylor. I can't remember who else was in the contest, but because they don't have a championship game, I'm not disagreeing. I don't think they should have been in that because the teams that were in there played the championship game. So I think that your conference have a championship game. I think that's very important to add to that 4. But I would not take it to 8. But I do think those 4 need to be played in the championship game.
Which you guys will have the opportunity this year with the American now going to divisions with the addition of Navy.
Yes, that's with the addition of Navy coming in. That gives us a chance. So I like what that.
Coach Mack, your observations on the subject.
Well, I think that, I get a chance to live at both sides of the spectrum because, we don't get a chance to play in those playoffs, but at the same time, I get a chance to be a fan. So from a coaching perspective, I agree with these two that from athlete welfare, that's probably not the best topic. But also, from a fan standpoint, I enjoyed sitting at home and watching those games and just keeping up because I still keep up with a lot of different games, a lot of different teams. And now it has even more for me, Alex, because I know some of the coaches as well. So I like the 4 playoff system.
Coach Doeren, you actually had people involved in last year's game that you knew.
Yep. I like that we settled on the field, to be honest with you. Now, I've been in the playoffs when I was at Montana and played, I guess it was 8 playoff games in 2 years there, and it's a grind on your players. And, you would have to cut something out to add more, I think, if you were going to get people behind it, whether it's cutting out the conference championship games or changing it back to an 11 game from a 12-game schedule. I don't know how many people really would want to do that. I think it's good talk, maybe good conversation, good internet play, but I don't know if it's needed. I think we got 4 really good teams into the playoffs last year. If you made it 6 games or 8 games, whoever's left out is going to complain. So, I think it's always going to be a little bit of a conversation, but there's no doubt there were 4 deserving teams that made it in last year.
Coach Fedora, the more the merrier, or no?
No, I think 4 is really good. I think it was, this past year showed that it was a good formula, and you're always going to have somebody left out. That's just talk, which is good too. I mean, right now we have the most popular sport in the United States, and so I'd say we're doing pretty good, and we need to continue to preserve that and make sure it is. I mean, if you're going to go now, it could happen, but we're talking 12 years down the road because the contract's for 12 years. But it may happen because from my understanding, and I can't remember the source, but I was told that the money that was generated in the playoff games was more than all of March Madness just in those 2 games. And so when you see those kind of dollar signs and you see, how much money's being left on the table, if you had a few more, I could see somebody trying to increase that to 8. But then you're talking about extending the season. So you're talking about us being in camp right now, and not doing the pigskin preview. Or going the other way. You can't go the other way with it, so you have to come earlier into the summer And, you know, so you're talking, you're gonna need more scholarships and all those things. So I don't know if it is feasible.
Well, I told everybody